Hey everybody, welcome. This is Dawn Star from Mainline Unitarian Church, your church. Come on in. I just invited you over my threshold into my living room, which is where I'm recording today. Our theme this month in faith development is thresholds. Do you know that word? A threshold is what you cross over to move from one space into another space. It can be a literal doorway that you open the door and walk through like I just did, or it can be a metaphorical passageway. I have something in the Wonder Box. It's some balls of modeling beeswax. A little hard to see here. This is what they look like. A ball of modeling beeswax like this one can be a threshold into imagination. How is a ball of modeling beeswax a threshold into the imagination? Because it can become anything you imagine. There are a lot of stories and movies about a threshold into the imagination, like Alice in Wonderland, where she falls down a rabbit hole and there's a whole world of imagination she couldn't have known was there before. There's Narnia, where you go through a closet or a wardrobe. Monsters, Inc. with actual doors into people's bedrooms. Wrinkle in Time, Into the Spider-Verse, Black Panther, where there's a whole world that nobody knows is there. In these movies or these stories, there are worlds that people didn't know were there before they crossed a threshold or went through a door. And today I want to invite you to think about what's in your imagination that nobody knows is there. Maybe not even you. What would your door to imagination look like? If you want to, you can do this as a meditation. Settle your body. Let your eyes begin to get soft or close. Imagine yourself walking on a pathway or maybe down a hallway inside, and you come to a doorway. Does your doorway have a door in it? It might be a heavy, solid door or made of glass so you can see right through. Your doorway might just be open. Reach out your hands to open the door, if there is one, and step through. Walk forward a little bit. You're on the pathway to the center of your imagination. Maybe it's quiet. Or maybe there's lots of noise or music. Walk forward a little more and notice how the ground beneath your feet feels. It might be smooth or rough, warm or covered with snow. As you walk forward, if you walk forward long enough, you'll come to the center of your imagination. Look around. Listen carefully. Maybe there's something your imagination wants you to know. Maybe there's a message. Reflect on the threshold that you passed through, on the pathway, on the message, if there was a message for you, for a moment. And come back in your mind into this space where you are right now. And be at peace, but be ready to use your imagination to cope with whatever comes next. Now, I'm going to send you beeswax, modeling beeswax, in the mail this month. And when you get it, it'll actually be in little flat pieces because that's easier to mail. And you can make it into whatever you want. It could be something that was through your door of imagination in the meditation, or something completely different. I want to tell you that it's easier to use the modeling beeswax if you warm it up before you start making whatever you want to make. And the way I did that was I got a cup of quite warm but not hot water, and I just put the beeswax in there for maybe 30 seconds or so, and then it's much easier to squish and get little pieces off and make whatever you want. Now honestly, it's going to be August. It might be hot enough that if you just go through your threshold, over your threshold outside your house and put it outside for a minute or two, it'll soften up just the same as in the cup of water. Try it out, and I'll see you at the end of the month. Take care. Be well. You are so loved.